Hey everyone, Hina here and welcome in the second episode of the third tutorial. And this tutorial we are building a password generator CLI application. In the first one we implemented the password generator functionality, and today we will implement the new part of using a different CLI application. As I meant CLI crate. As I mentioned in the previous video, this time or this tutorial, I'm going to use a different CLI crate to handle or to give more value and more options for handling the user inputs via the CLI or via the terminal. And for the new crate I'm gonna use, it's called structopt. And yeah, let's start with this. So as usual, let me go to my Rust development, demos, and demo, and here the password generator, and then let me open my code editor. And as you can see, this is what we did in the first episode. Let me start with writing the to-do list as we usually do. So here in first thing is like adding the struct of crate, and once we add it, then we can like use the struct opt in the main.rs file, and then once you start using it, we need to like test that everything works. But I believe before testing everything works, I need to like bind and config the arguments expected from the end user. I believe that's it. And yeah, so let's start. We'll go to our command line, and then we'll use like cargo adds struct opt as one word, and struct opt as one word. What will this do? Cargo add will add the struct opt to our dependencies, and then like using cargo build, this will like download everything and make it available for us to use within our application. So here I'll start by using struct opt, and then I use the struct opt struct from the crate, or the module from this new crate. And the way it works, you import it and use it within your module or within your code, and then you define a new struct. And for here, I will call it like arguments. And for now and for this episode, I'll just accept the length, and in the future we will enhance this and accept more inputs. So the length is of like unsigned integer usize, and this is the second step. So you import the crate, you create your own struct with the arguments you want to receive, and then the third step is like binding both of them together. And to bind both of them together, you'll start with adding derive attribute. This is the normal debug. It's not relevant. It's for debugging and prettifying the output of this struct. And here you use like the struct module, and this is the first step. Now you bind your struct to the struct opt crate. Next, we will just add the configuration, and to add your configuration, you call like struct opt as a method, and then you pass different arguments. So at the high level or at the top of the struct, you can pass like the name of the application. You here have a password generator, and also you can pass about the application a strong password generator, and that's it as an introduction. And above each of your inputs, you also bind it and configure it. So I'll use structopt as a method, same thing. Here I'll start by passing like long as an argument, and long means like the long name for the argument, that like the word that the user will write after like hyphen hyphen. So the long name for this argument, I will call it length. And then you can also pass a short name or define a short name, and the short name will be a letter L. And as well, you can also configure a default value if the user didn't pass this as an argument, you can have a default value, and this makes the argument optional. So default value here, I will do it as 8. And that's it. I use the crate, and then I bind it. I bind my struct to the crate, and then the mapping will happen behind the scene. Mapping your defined properties with the arguments coming from the user. And this is like checks this, and also this, and then we did the bind. Let's now like remove this length, and let's define a new length. Let's first accept the arguments. So let arguments, or args for short, equal like arguments, the struct that we define, and now it's binded to the crate, and then we'll use like from args method, and then that's it. This will like execute the mapping and store everything within your args. It's very close to the standard ENV args, same concept, plus the extra setup that we did at the beginning. So now I have my args. I can just here, just to make sure, I'll just print line, and print line length is yeah. So length is, and then I pass the length, and here you can access it from the args object. And we will try run it with the length and without the length, and with the long name and short name, so just to let you comprehend and understand the whole thing. So let me run it. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's not ours. Now let's do like that. So if this works, it should like print 8. Yeah, it's correct. So it's now using for adding the default value. Let me card run, and then this is a separator, and then like let me pass the long name, which is length, and then I will make it equal 12. This will like make the password, or should make the password 12. Okay, so it's working. Let me try it with the short name, so to let you get the whole idea. Short name was used like letter L, with just one hyphen, and then I'll pass it like 9, and yeah, and that's it. So I believe as well that's it for this one. So I think that's it for this second episode. We just to recap everything, we used a new crate, we binded, we learned how to bind it to our struct, and just for this one, we are using just the length as an argument. You can add as many arguments as you want, and then maybe in the next episode, when we restructure this, we introduce more arguments or that are expected from the users to add, and then we'll go with like validation layer and different components. But like for now, we learned to use this structopt crate for CLI application, how to bind it with our struct, and then how to configure the arguments, and we tested everything to this. Final step, let me commit everything, so you can find it on the GitHub commit log or history. Okay. Node, new CLI state called struct opt, and as well as like update accepting the length from the user. Um, so, okay, that's it for this second episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you are enjoying the whole tutorial. Let me know if you have any feedback or comments or questions. I'm open feedback as always. And thanks for watching. And yeah, I hope it adds value to you. Thanks for all the support and the messages I have here or on LinkedIn. Thanks so much for that. See you in the next episode of this tutorial. Have a good day. Bye bye.